For most of my life, everyone around me has been really accepting and understanding about all types of views. But after meeting new people and changing schools, I realized that's not how the world is. This is my family. How long have you guys been together?
12 years. 12 years.
I met her through a friend, and he introduced me to her. She went to see me at a play.
And I saw Jeanette. I said, wow, I like the acting. I liked her. Then we went out right after that play. We got together, and then we started talking. Since then on, we've been together. It's been good.
This is my mom, Maritza. She's like one of the best moms you could ever wish for. She's really hardworking. I know she has sacrificed a lot for my family. This is my other mom, Jeanette. She's a teacher, and she always helps me with my homework. And she is so fun to be with and very goofy sometimes. Then I have my twin brother, Marcus. He can be annoying sometimes. We always play video games with each other, and he's really fun to hang out with, and I can't imagine my life without him. Can I mention my cat?
Yeah.
Then my cat, Sandy. We rescued her from ASPCA, and she's my best friend. I never really wondered about my two moms and their journey to start a family, but now I realize it was a big struggle coming out and telling the rest of our family.
It was a little bit hard for my mother when she found out because of her religious belief. When she was growing up, even being homosexual, it was illegal. So she found that it was evil.
My mom is a Christian. Her religion is against homosexuality. And so I was afraid.
When you came out, who did you tell first?
I told my cousin Rosie. I chose her because we were very close. She wasn't only my cousin, but she was my best friend. And when I told her, I saw that she was very disappointed. She was angry. She asked why. She had told not only her sisters, but she had told close friends, pretty much many people that I knew. I felt that if my mother was going to hear this, she needed to hear it from me. I remember sitting in the kitchen and looking at my mother and telling her that I had to tell her something very important. But what shocked me was that my mom looked at me and said, I know what you have to tell me. You like girls, right? And me, with tears in my eyes, I told her yes. I went to the room, called a friend, and I called her and I said, my mom just found out that I'm a lesbian and I need to get out of here. So she said, take your clothes, take whatever you have, and just come to my house. I did return home, but after that it was very, very difficult because everyone stopped talking to me. My brother didn't speak to me. He lived in the same house. He didn't talk to me. My sister, although she spoke to me, she was just very angry at me. My mom, my mom could just, it wasn't the same. The relationship had just changed completely. My cousins, they'd call my mother's house and harass me on the phone and call me names. And if I walked down the street and I saw them, they would say something. And so it was just a very, very difficult time for me.
Hearing that, are you surprised?
No.
Really? Why?
Because there's a lot of people who are like that in family as well. There's a lot of people who are conservative, afraid of this difference. So it's like, it's gotten so bad that it's like numbing now. So,
But like from our family.
well, I'm not really, because she's always said that like she's had past like quarrels with her family, like she was separated, well not separate, well she was very vague about it basically, so she was just saying that
But like, do you know, like hearing some of the details, you weren't like, I was shocked, cause like after like, how are you gonna ignore someone like that, like for years, and just stop speaking to them, acting like they're different, like they're not even human or something like that, and then years later overcoming it, but like still acting like things are normal.
we know our family today, and how she says it herself that like our family grew and like changed their views.
I needed to do something that I was going to feel proud of myself, to show them that even though I was a lesbian, I was just like any normal person. I could still work and I could still go to school and I could still get a degree. The only thing that changed was, you know, my sexual preference. Nothing else changed. I was still Maritza. You know, one of the things that I learned throughout was that I presented them with something that they had no idea and have never known, that I was a lesbian. And when I told them, that was the shocking part for them. So I had to also respect their reaction in some way.
After hearing this story for the first time, I realized that even if something falls apart, it is possible to build it back up again. Today, my family is everything to me. I love them so much and I wouldn't want anything to be different. I guess it's true that families aren't perfect, but they do love each other, and I know my moms love each other.
I like her sincerity because it grounds me. Like sometimes I try to avoid things, and sometimes, you know, she takes me to reality, down to reality, and that helps me a lot. That has to do a lot of why you want to be with a person. I wanted to spend my whole life because I love her. She's my best friend. She's my confidant. That's what it's all about love and about caring for each other. That's what I think.